now. Here we go. Nothing like a good asthma inhaler in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. It's Lycan Warlord, the Stash. All right, weekly's about to start, and I should have had this out last night. I apologize. I changed my frame because someone said that it was distracting, so I made it more distracting just to mess with them. I'm going to play around, of course, with this over time. Tell me what you like, what you want to see. I'll change it up. This is for you guys. Whatever's easier and more digestible for you will be what I want to do. So, weekly's starting very soon. I hope you guys are ready, Freddy. That is not what I wanted to do. Ooh, that was a sneak peek. Ooh, you got a little sneak peek. Ooh, aren't y'all? See, I'm giving y'all the goods already. All right, so we are T minus. How many seconds? We're gonna find out right now. How many seconds we're away? 2.5 hours. So hopefully this gets to you guys pretty soon. I'm gonna keep this video exactly 8 minutes, just so that I can make sure it uploads quickly. Um, We have some news. We have some news. We have some news. The meta is going back to vanilla, which I just can't stand. I can't stand. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, boss. I'm so tired of doing uniforms. But maybe we're not going to do uniforms. Maybe we are going to do. I don't know. We're going to find out today what we're doing. But we do have some new information. Candy shops are now here. So, candy shops. Uh, By now you've probably heard of Lolly, the blue-haired candy queen. Who'll soon confectioneer her way into your hearts and towns. Look for more of her background coming up later this week, including the little story about how she decided to get into the candy business in the first place. As you may have guessed, Lolly is a new character who will enter town tomorrow, today, November 30th, with the start of the new weekly competition. She's the worker of a brand new building called the Candy Shop. The Candy Shop is a new building that will craft high-tier sugary goods that will fetch a high price and a high star value. This building will be accessible to everyone in the game as a standard in-game production building, but it will be costly. So I would imagine probably 1 million, 2 million, somewhere in that range, like they did with Steel Mill, done with the cakeries, the bakeries. We're starting off with a simple we're starting off simple with the candy shop with a single craft available. In honor of the upcoming holiday season, we have chosen candy canes as the original candy shop product. Here's what will go into each unit of candy that is produced: 10 units of sugar, 6 units of energy, 3 units of peppermint. Peppermint? Yep, you read that right. With the candy shop, we're not just adding a new crafted good, we're adding a whole new crafting tree, starting with a new type of farming field. The peppermint field will require 3 units of water and 1 wood for each unit of peppermint produced. Lumberjacks are clumsy and may trample the crops, so only farmers will deliver the wood to your peppermint fields. So this is just going to be like grapes, where it's going to need 3 water instead of 2, which isn't not that's what wheat needs, right? But it's going to need wood brought to it before you can harvest the peppermint. So that'll be just like you'll have a very similar wine setup for that. Also, since we know it's going to need sugar, that means we're going to need a lot of sugar cane, and we're going to need some windmills. We're going to need a lot of windmills pumping out sugar for us. As far as 6 units of energy are concerned, I think we just go with the smart bet and treat it like you would treat the refinery that makes gasoline for you. Put 2 power plants next to you, and there you go. You might be able to make like a little 4 square, perhaps, of power plants, and then you'd have all uh, your candy shops in there. We don't have any details on a peppermint field, but I would imagine it's probably going to cost like 5,000, like the Pinot Noir grapes does. And from there, I don't know if we need a lumber to build it yet. We'll find out today in game if we need to have that 1 piece of lumber to make it or not. If we don't, well then great, we can just make the field and start selling peppermint. So how it will work: we want you to experiment with the new building on your own, so we won't tell you everything. We will give you a few nice hints, pointers, and teasers though. Candy canes will be stored in the storehouse, so just like your sugar is going to be stored, just like your flour, your wool, all that would be stored. Candy canes are only the first craft of the candy shop. Lolly may decide to bring her friend later. which I believe his name's going to be Pop, so it'll probably be a sucker, or make hard candies perhaps. Making a candy cane takes 4 minutes. So 4 minutes of work after you've acquired the sugar, the energy, and the peppermint. So Lolly may decide to bring a friend later. Making candy canes. Selling a load of candy canes will bring in $340,000. So that's basically what uniforms brings in. And is it going to have an equivalent value of uniforms? I'm not sure. Again, I don't know. I feel like we have uniform builds so well put together that unless they buff the star value on those candy products, you're just going to be better off to compete in the weekly anyway. Just better off making uniforms. But we'll see. We won't really know until we get in game. Um, as you can see here, they're bringing TOWNSTAR back to the standard meta. So I just updated the chart. I'm going to include that. The link's already going to be below in the description. Um, we're not doing anything with elevated energy anymore, so energy is back to the way it was. The power plants are back to only 2 crude oil to make the energy. So uh, prepare your builds. Yeah, there's not much time to prepare the build. They're shaking things up so much. They're acting like they're giving us a week to figure it out, but it is what it is. So just keep in mind, we're going to want to have, this is the least important thing. It takes 4 minutes. But if you're trying to sell batches of 10, then realistically you'd need, I mean, if you had 3 or 4 of these, it's going to be a slow build. It's not going to be a slow, it's going to be like a cake build almost. It's going to be pretty slow. Um, Eventually maybe we can get it up to where wine is, where you get like 60 an hour maybe, but um, I don't know. Well, not yet. I'm sure once they drop the NFTs for this, it'll end up being better. Um, but yeah, Peppermint Field is we really don't know much about that, but again, I would have to imagine it's going to be similar to the grapes, where you're going to have to either put a piece of lumber to get it to work, or you're going to at least have to at least have the wood going to it so that it'll be harvested. But 3 water's not bad. 3 water's not bad. You're not going to have to spend as much time on ponds as you would with the sugar cane. Sugar cane is going to be the limiting factor. All the sugar. Sugar is going to be our one limiting factor in this build, as with cakes. So we're going to have to see what happens with that. That all being said, uh, got any questions? Leave them down below. Come join us in the Discord. If I don't answer your question, please message me again. I will reply. I'm sorry if I'm taking too long. I am Lycan Warlord, the Stash. I'll see you guys in the weekly. Good luck, and I hope you like candy canes.